guys, thanks for signing up for Torture Chambers Holiday Havoc. I hope you guys are ready to come and have a great time, get some fitness, drink some beer after, listen to some Christmas music, eat some pizza, and all that good stuff. This is the standards video for WOD number 1, which will be in 2 parts. The first part is going to be a 7 minutes to establish a 2 rep max overhead squat. You're going to get 3 attempts max, but you don't have to use all 3 attempts. And to spice things up a little bit, you are going to do 10 box-facing burpees before each attempt. And I'll go over that a little bit more in detail here. What we're looking for with the burpees, this is me right here. My name's Stu. What we're looking for with the burpees is just pretty much a standard box-facing burpee, and we'll go with the RX. We'll do all the RX standards first. Obviously, when you come down at the bottom, we want your chest and your thighs hitting the ground at the same time, making contact with the ground. You can get up any way possible. You can jump, you can step, you can do all that sort of stuff. When you jump up on the box, you need to, for the RX division, you need to jump off 2 feet. Okay. When you get to the top of the box, like so, you need to have a straight line. You need to come full extension. Straight line between the ankle, the knee, the hip, and the shoulder. Okay, that looks good. You don't have to pause. I mean, you have to pause and show control at the top, but you don't have to wait like I did. All this is good. Okay, those were 2 good reps there. I'll show you some bad reps. Not coming down all the way. Chest hasn't hit the ground. That would be a no rep. Jumping up was good there. For the RX division, you cannot step up, so that would be a no rep. You can step down. That burpee looked good. Now this is another common one that we have here. You cannot get full extension like they used to in old CrossFit open WODs. You have to show control at the top when you're with full extension. Okay, that's a no good too. No rep. And that's a no rep for the RX division. Okay. Okay, so once you get done with your burpees, we'll start the clock. You do your 10 burpees. You'll start your overhead squats. Okay, and you have to do 10 burpees before each attempt. Okay, so you do your 10 burpees. You come over. There will be, for men, there will be 135 pounds on the bar, and for women, there will be 95 pounds on the bar. So if you need to lighten up, like I'm doing here, you're going to have to do that on your own. You're going to take the weight off. I'm assuming that most guys and probably most women will just leave that on the bar. It's something that most RX will be capable of doing. So you can just add weight over top. Make sure you're putting on clips. That's me simulating clips, even though I didn't have them. You got to put your clips on too, and then you can commence your lift. I'm going to show you some things that are acceptable. Pretty much any way that you get the bar overhead is going to be good. If you want to muscle snatch it like that and then go and do your overhead squat, that's fine. Obviously the hip needs to break the top of the knee. Those are 2 good reps. We don't need you to go thighs down to calves there. All we need is the hip crease to be below the top of the knee. Okay, standard parallel or below parallel. If you want to squat snatch your first rep, that is okay. You can do that. Second rep goes right into it. Okay, that's acceptable. If you want to clean your rep, put it on your back. Jerk it up, put it on your back, widen up. This is probably what most people are going to do with your heavier sets. That's perfectly fine. You can squat snatch, or you can snatch balance if you want to. Can't imagine anybody's going to do that when it's too heavy, but that's all good. The only thing that we need to keep in mind here is, and I think I'll show it here in a minute, these are all good reps. Putting it up on the back, jerking it up. That works. Good rep. Good rep. All this stuff is acceptable. Okay. The only thing that you need to keep in mind, and I demonstrate this later, is once that bar's overhead, you can't bring it back down and then go back up for your second rep. Once the bar gets established overhead and you do your squat, you can hang squat snatch like that. That's fine. The bar can't come back down. Obviously, that's a no rep. Didn't get down to parallel, so I'm going to have to do it again. And you can do that. If you fail a rep, you can get your second one as long as the bar doesn't come down. Okay, and I think I demonstrated one of those probably right here. Okay, get it up. Good rep. See, now I have to do the whole thing over again because the bar came down. Okay, that would be a no rep, so I'd have to do it twice again now. Okay, that looked a little shallow on depth. That last one was good, but I'd probably have to do another one because I got no rep on my depth. Okay. Any other questions? Pretty much, you just need to get it overhead. You can squat snatch your first one anyway overhead, and then just 2 consecutive squats is what we're looking for. Okay. If you fail a squat, though, if you're not down a parallel like this guy right here just did, okay, you can keep going until you get your 2 good reps. That one, make sure you come to full extension at the top. That was a bad one. Okay, he's going to keep going until he gets it, that kind of stuff. He's not very good at overhead squats anyway. Okay, so once you start the WOD and you do your 10 bar box facing burpees, okay, you do your first attempt, you get it. You do not have to do another attempt. You get a max of 3, but you do not have to do another attempt. What you do have to do is complete all your burpees. So even though if you only take 1 attempt, if you come out and you do your burpees, first set 10 burpees, then you get 2 overhead squats with 275 pounds. That's all you want to do. You still have to do 2 more sets of 10 burpees. So you're going to have to do 30 burpees total before you can start part B. Okay. Also, you need to keep in mind, once the 7-minute cap for the overhead squats is up, the second WOD will actually start right at that 7 minutes. Okay. You can no longer do overhead squats after the 7 minutes. However, if you still have burpees to do, you have to complete all those burpees before you can start the second WOD. That's going to be for RX and for scaled. So you have to do all 30 burpees before you start part 2. But you can only do 3 attempts. You don't have to do 3 attempts, but you can only do 3 attempts in that 7-minute period. The clock for part 2 will start at 7 minutes. So the 7 minutes is up for the first portion. The part 2 of WOD 1 will start right at 7 minutes. First thing that we have is 50 double unders. Make sure that if you're one of those guys like me who does his first, he does a single under first and then double unders, let your judge know just so it's easier to count. Other than that, double unders, you need to go, rope needs to go under twice, pretty much standard. There's only really one way to do it. I was just doing some single unders there. That's what we'll do for the scale division. There won't be any double unders there. Once you're done with your 50 dubs, you go straight into 30 power cleans. Okay, what we're looking for here, every rep needs to come from the floor, and then we want full extension at the top. When he gets to the top, the elbows need to be in front of the bar. Okay, if you're looking at them from the side view, obviously we want that straight line, just we talked about in the burpee. Straight line from the side view from ankle, knee, hip, and shoulder. Okay. Any way you want to do it, if you want to drop it each rep, that's fine. If you want to string them together, that's fine. Just make sure you're coming to full extension. That would be a no rep because I didn't come to full extension at the top. These are some bad reps. You can pick it up and clean it. That was actually a good rep. You pick it up and hang clean it, I mean. All that is fine as long as I come to full extension at the top and show control. Just pretty much your standard stuff, guys. Nothing complicated here with the power cleans. Hang cleans, that last one was a no rep. This is a no rep. Hang cleans or power cleans. The elbows need to come all the way through. You need to rack that bar, okay? And show it full extension. Okay, now, when you're done with your 30 power cleans, you're going to move on. You're going to do 50 more double unders. Didn't show that here. Then you're going to come back. Now you're going to do 30 hang to overhead. Okay, so you can do a hang clean and a press. That's fine. You can drop the bar every rep if you want to. You don't have to, but obviously it's only from a hang. That works too. Just a normal clean and jerk. You don't have to pause it. You can do a clean and a strict press. That's fine. If you want to bring it from the floor, you can. Okay, you don't have to do it from a hang, but you don't have to bring it from the floor. You can hang snatch it, just come to full extension. Okay, all that works. If you want to hang squat snatch it, you can do that too. It just needs to be a hang to overhead. Once again, when you're overhead, you need to obviously show control of the bar in. We need that full line between the shoulder, knee, hip, elbow in this case, and bar. Okay, these are all good reps. Okay, that would have been a no rep because I didn't come to full extension. The last thing in the workout, you'll do 50 more double unders, and then we go right into shoulders to overhead. Miss this because these are all bad reps. Okay, when we do our shoulder to overhead, it needs to be in a front rack position, obviously. We need to get it overhead with full extension. These are bad reps. Okay, good reps is you're just pushing it up, coming to full extension. You can push jerk it, you can push press it. You can squat jerk it or any split jerk it if you want to. Just make sure that your feet come back together and show full extension at the top. All that normal good stuff that you see in CrossFit. You're going to end with another 50 double unders, and there's a 6-minute cap on that portion of the workout, and that is WODs 1A and 2A. So for the scale division, we are going to start the same way with burpees. These are going to be burpee box ups. Obviously we can jump up, come to full extension at the top, good rep. Same standard holds at the bottom. You need your chest and your thighs to be on the ground at the same time. The only difference in the scale division is we are allowed to step up as long as we show full extension at the top. You can also step down, but you can step down the scale too. You can jump up like that. You don't have to leave off 2 feet. You don't have to leave off 1 foot. Essentially all we're doing is a burpee, chest and thigh on the ground. That would be a no rep, not full extension. And we need to get up, show control, and full extension on the top of the box. Okay, these are bad reps right here. Not coming up all the way. Not coming to full extension right there. I'm bent over. I have a bad habit of doing that actually. And that's the burpee. You're done with your 10 burpees for your first attempt. Then for the scale division, we are going to do a 2-rep max front squat. Pretty much everything applies. The only difference is that all the same things apply. The only difference is that we are doing a front squat. Okay, you can squat clean your first rep. It's acceptable. You can pull it up, rack it, like I did just there. Do 2 good reps. You can pick it up, hang squat, clean it. Anything that you can get it up into a front rack position and squat it. That works for me. Just make sure, once again, you get down to below parallel, crease in the hip needs to be below the top of the knee, and you need to come full extension to the top. Okay, I showed some good reps and some bad reps here. Those were all good reps, I believe. That was a bad rep. Yep, shallow, no good. Go down deep. Yes. Didn't come up all the way. That was no rep. Okay, so we need to get full extension at the top. You need to go all the way down at the bottom, and so forth. For portion number 2, we are going to do 50 single unders. I talked about that already. All the other lifts are the same. The only difference is the scale division. We're going to use 135 for men, 95 for women. For scaled, we're going to use 95 for men and 65 for women. And I think that's about it. And obviously single unders instead of dubs. And there's still going to be a 6-minute cap on part number 2. Go to our website, on our blog. I have a bunch of more information listed. I go into detail. I'm sure I forgot some things on the video, but I just wanted you guys to see the movements. If you have any questions, please post them on the blog, and then I'll answer there so everybody can see it. And if anything else, get a hold of me, and excited about it. So let's have some fun. Get fit.